welcome back baseball fans to the Eliminating the Florida Marlins video. It was really a great year for a team that has not had much success in the carryover league. They're stuck in the National League East with three traditional baseball teams who are always going to have a farm system, plus those three particular teams, the Phillies, the Mets, and even the Braves. They all are very good in this timeline at various points, so it's hard to break through with the Florida Marlins. Like, it's hard to break through with the Toronto Blue Jays, the American League East, for a similar reason. But they had a great year. Before we get into these stats, I just kind of want to roll back to what happened last year. This team was 9-19 last year. Tito Fuentes at 300, Bostock at 277, Mota hit 376. Jim Cott was 2-5 with a 7.63 ERA. Bergmeyer at a 6.92 ERA and 3 saves. Rick Wise 1-4, 3.79. And that was last year's numbers, just off of the back end there. And this year you see 18-15. Bostock matched his card by hitting 336. The rookie Pedro Guerrero 322. It's 323, right on target. Mcrae. Funny part about Mota, he actually hit 100 points below his 398 batting average. Montanez, I mean, a bunch of great hitters, and they all hit enough, you know. No slackers there. As far as the pitching, the bullpen looks great, doesn't it? Borbone, Myrick, Bergmeyer, Allen, your top 4 ERAs, all in the bullpen, and 9 saves, 4 and 3. As far as the starters, Lamp and Wise were 1 and 2. They did okay. But Vern Rule won all his starts until the wild card game, and it all came down. But a great year. One of the best years I've had for the Florida Marlins franchise. Hopefully they can do it again next year. Let's go take a look at that. And here is the Florida Marlins stack. And let's go take a peek and see which 77 guys go away. And hopefully we don't have to lose a lot of really good ones. Pull out the 77s, of which there'll be 8. When we do that, we can identify the 8 right here. These are the 8 that go away, but some are coming back. And let's see who's sticking around. Looks like 6 and 6. Yep. 6 hitters and 6 pitchers. Oh, wow. Some nice players here. Okay. Pretty good. 5 out of these 6 guys are regular starters. Bo Diaz is a platoon catcher. But Montanez, great card to bring back, along with Guerrero, along with Hebner. Even Reynolds, his defense is really poor, but boy, as far as an infield goes, that's a high batting average. That's a nice infield right there, plus a catcher and Jeff Leonard. So that's a nice offense. You're bringing back 6 pitchers here now. And you're bringing up 3 starters and 3 relievers. Lamp, Wise, Shatsetter. And then you're going to go with, oh, that's right, Vern Rule, he starts. So you're bringing your whole rotation back. It was Lamp, Wise, Shatsetter, Rule. Rule, as the number 4 starter, was a top winner. And then Bergmeyer, Allen at the back of the bullpen. Solid, very solid, 6 and 6. Very solid team. So let's look at the 77 players and see where they go from here. Okay, let's take a look at the 8 guys, see who are going to be the 4 keepers, the 2 guys who go in waivers, the 2 guys to be retired. We're going to start with Juan Benitez. He will continue on as it was a great year in 82. We're not that close to that yet, though. Yeah, it was 84 was his big year. We're too far away from that. So this card, the 77 card, is gone. He won a Gold Glove with that card, a 1 minus 3 E6. Congratulations, Juan Benitez. So he goes from Texas to New York to Seattle to California. Perfect type of guy to get to an expansion team. The travelers, the guys who travel around a lot, of the guys that like to lock up on expansion squads. Find a home and stick with it. Now, if he did stick with it, the 3 years, oh boy, they're not really good, are they? Unless one of these is a good split. He plays a full season with Texas in 78, so he qualifies for waivers, or you make him a keeper. Well, let's just start the list with optimism and say you don't have room for him as a keeper. Put a question mark there. I could flip that at the end of this if they don't have enough keepers, but let's just keep going. Lyman Bostock, tragic story of Lyman Bostock. Now he will continue here. He will continue and through 78. And he has 637 plate appearances in 78. That's rather interesting. For some reason, okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's a no-brainer. You bring him back for, I guess it was in the off-season where he was tragically killed. I thought it was during the season, but it was not, because he played a full 147 games. So there it is. A full season for Lyman Bostock in 1978. We will bring him back for that season. You know, and another thing about the tragedies that happen in baseball when a player, you know, dies tragically like that is his Major League Baseball season was cut short. But I get to have been, you know, Bostock was able to play all the way through next year's 78, 79, 80, 81 season. So I've actually got to use the player longer, just a longer playing time, which is kind of nice. Like Roberto Clemente the same way. I talked about that before. Clemente has a 72 card, and I have him playing all the way through with the Pirates from 72, 3, 4 to 75. Technically, Roberto Clemente, in the year of, quote, 1975, could prevent the Big Red Machine from getting to the World Series against the Boston Red Sox. Little kind of fun, cool thing to have. Next up, Mario Guerrero. This might have been his best hitting year. A solid 283. There it is. Actually, he's got a good 78 as well. Oh yeah, bring him back. Useful utility guy. Don't scoff at 275 from a utility guy. That's good. If we could play some third base, that'd be nice. Just shortstop. No. All right, next up, Hal Mcrae. This will be a keeper. I know that. Question is, of which year? You know, the Kansas City Royals couldn't keep everybody, right? They couldn't keep all the guys they would have liked to have kept in a expansion league that's 32 teams long. So letting the designated hitter guy go made a lot of sense. So they can keep, you know, Mcrae and Otis and, you know, Wathan and Frank White, Brett, you know, all the position players. So that's why Hal Mcrae is not with Kansas City. They can't afford to keep everybody. And he loves it in Florida. Had a big year. And his next big year is 82. So we're a year away from the big year of 82. So if you go with 78, for instance, you could then go to 82 in the year after that in the carryover league. But yeah, plenty of guys, plenty of years to choose from. That's pretty much a no-brainer. Just wanted to look at the card, look at the career of Hal Mcrae there for a sec. Did he actually get a batting title? I don't think he actually did. He finished second to Brett in 76. And yeah, that was the 332 year. And no, he never actually did. He got a Silver Slugger award, top hitting DH, in that magical year of 82. All right, Manny Mota. We got one more shot with Manny. The Manny Mota rules. But if there's a team that needs to exploit the few plate appearances a guy gets to their advantage, it's got to be the Florida Marlins. Again, they need all the help they can get. And we use, of course, this 77 card for 4 years. He only had 38 at-bats. And he probably batted 400 times in the last 4 years with this card. And they basically made the playoffs one time. And they're going to have one more shot with him in 79. He hits 357 in 79. They made that card. Or 78. No, I think it is 79. One of these years they make his card. So he's a keeper. one more Manny Mota card down the pipe. And there's 4. And now that I see 4, I'm going to take the question mark away from Benitez. Let him go to waivers. Biff Pocoroba, left-handed hitting catcher. He'll get into the league next year because I know he's good in 1980, I think. Probably good a couple more times. Huh. Oh, he died last year at 66. That's sad. Biff Pocoroba. All right. He was an all-star in 78, even though he hit 242. He hit 3. They didn't make his card in 79, hitting 316, but they made it in 80, hitting 265. He's also good in with an 82 card. Qualifies for waivers in 78, and he's an all-star. So let's just put him on waivers. That way he can find a job with a team. Any team he wants. It'll be his teams will be looking for him. A left-handed hitting catcher with power. Next up, Bob Myrick. I think his career might be ending. Oh, he's got one more year. Short little career for Bob Myrick. But he had 2 good cards, I think. Only 1 card? Gosh, I want to think. I thought I had 2 cards. I guess they would have made a card for 78. Let me double check though by going to Super D's. Strat-O-Matic. He was a Met the whole time, right? He was a Met the whole time. So I don't think he shouldn't have. They shouldn't have made his card in 78. Didn't pitch enough. I just thought I remembered a second Myrick card. Don't see one there. Extra players, not there. Okay, so he's retired then. Bob Myrick is retired. Which leads to Pedro Borbone. Sure. Pedro Borbone. This one. From the Big Red Machine. So 77 is his last big year. $1.22 whip. After that, 79, he splits time with 2 squads. And that's it after 79. So he's got a 78 and a 79 card. So he continues his career, but you already have 4 keepers. Waivers is better than retiring. Waivers is that you get picked up more than likely. Retirees, not so much. So we will waive Borbone. There you go. We love Bostic. Guerrero. I mean, Mario Guerrero might not be a keeper at 275. You could waive him. But Mcrae and Mota are keepers. I don't know. Between Benitez, Borbone, and Guerrero, I'll put question marks. Because you have basically 1 keeper out of those 4 guys. They're at 4-3-1. All they got to do is get to 4-0-2-0-2 before the draft. Marlins are in pretty good shape. I think what we just saw in the playoff game, they could do it again next year. We know the Mets are kind of falling on hard times. The Braves aren't developing. The Phillies are they're the class of this division. Florida went toe-to-toe with them last year. The Phillies don't get any better. The Marlins could be right back in the hunt. All right, thanks for checking out these elimination videos. We'll see you next time.